Yo, what's up guys? Back again with another video. So I am going to do a little bit of prep work for another project, and when I sit down, I'll give you a little bit better idea and get right to it. So here we'll zoom in and fix the frame so you guys can so you can actually see what I'm doing instead of just hear me. Alright, so I should be doing it right over there. We'll put the soldering station in frame and that should be plenty good. Alright, so you see the remote here, or the transmitter. Alright, and here's my other parts. I am going to do some surgery on this and add an antenna, or rather improve the range with this even further. So I haven't looked to see if anyone's done this online for the flysky Noble, but it's been done on many other remotes, so this is really nothing new that I'm talking about. It's just, hey, I'm checking a box here so that I know that I can do this still, or at least, you know, use my soldering bit, and yeah, it's just another one of those quick fun projects that I wanted to do, and it's also in stride with doing speed running, right? It's kind of like, it's not quite like a rite of passage, I don't think, but it's certainly something that you're going to end up doing, I think, for your speedrun car is doing something like that, you know? Okay, so that's to the antenna, which it should just go boop. And this other side says to router AP, which is that. So I should only need to take this and then put it onto there, and then run one of these from the end of this into there, because it should have this tiny little connector on it that is well, it's either IPEX or SMA, and that's what it is. You know, it's just a little pigtail. So all of this stuff you can get off of Amazon, and I watched other videos on how to do this, and it's like super easy. So here's the power port right here on the side. I'm not going to plug it into the wall, but just for right now, I'm going to do this for a length. I probably don't need a long wire, because this only needs to be long enough to plug into a battery, like a 2S LiPo or something. Just something real small that I can like Velcro to the bottom of the remote, or, you know, attach it to here somehow to power this this external antenna. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to cutting, and while waiting on that to warm up, yep, everything I need right here. I really don't need that much. Yeah, too bad, so sad that I have to eliminate this plug. I think I'm just gonna take like, yeah, probably more than I need. Now that will go into my box of spare parts. And where is my stripper? At the club on the pole, Dan. Yeah, I know, that was horrible. I apologize for that. Alright, so I'll do just a little bit more. I want to have plenty to work with. There we go. Sweet. Red and white wire, and I need beans. That's what I'm going to use. And Don't need to be high volt. And I got to handle just a little bit. Yep, nice and hot. Don't take much to take much time to oxidize either. Yep. Coffee really got me this morning. I'm jittery. Probably not a good thing for when you're doing something that requires a little bit of steadiness. Put that down. I'm like having issues here. Hands just don't quite work the way they used to. I've been working with my hands a really long time. If anyone else has problems with their hands, let me know. I would like to learn about what you do to help curb how they feel. Alright, I think I can squash this in there with those bubbles of oh yeah, I need some magic covering stuff. Where did I put it? Well, that will work. That's one piece. But I'd like to know where all the rest of it are. Oh, there it is. Way in the bottom, because I don't use this stuff very often. Oh, what have you got here? I think I can pull off this one. Well, I think that will be plenty. So the next size up is just a little bit obnoxious when the size up. I think I will go with that, and then I'll do two smaller pieces for on the actual Dean's plug itself. Fit that over the Dean's. You have to go up. That's funny. Which means I can't use this one either. I have to use this other size. Okay, so be it. Now I feel happy. Well, not really happy. I can accept that. Yeehaw. That caught me off guard. That's what I get for doing it at a weird angle under tension. Let's try doing it flat with the other one instead. That was much easier. Okay, maybe I should try that with the other one too. Yeah, I make things harder on myself often enough, but I end up usually learning something from myself through trial and error. Yeah. All right, so that's that. Not my best soldering job, not my worst soldering job either. All right. All right, let's see how much of this I can get to go in there. Actually, I think I'm just going to skip that entirely because I want to go over both ends here and make it look really nice. So I wasted a piece because I outthunk myself. Obviously not. right. See if I can't massage that into place a little bit better so it looks super nice. And then that should be just about it. So there's a glue on the inside of this kind. I don't know if it's like that with all of them, but this one has glue on it. So I'm kind of trying to help mash that around and help it along a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bulbous on one side, but it should be just fine. Worst case, I do it again. I got lots of stuff to do that with. All right, so that's that problem. And the other is screwing in everything else, isn't it? Right, 2 antennae. And that's that. Like, super easy, right? You gotta be pro. Like, I think I got enough to, no, I was trying to keep this real short, so I'm gonna check the time clock on this and see how far along I am here. What are we at? We're at 17 minutes. I should probably just call it now and make a part 2 of me opening this thing up, which I think I'm going to. So, I don't know. I'll just keep going. I think I'm just going to keep going. Sorry about the indecision. So we'll just do a quick power on. All right. So yeah, it works. Let's power it off. Shutting down. And then, oh, there it is. Remove the battery. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 of them. I think maybe not. So I'm gonna go and try to pick this puppy apart. I got everything to do it right here. Is that the little one? Yeah, it is. Oh, if I ruin my remote, I ruin my remote, but that's on me. But my guess is, it's actually not a guess, but from my research, which is, yeah, I watched the boob tube, and yeah, I'm confident in taking this apart, putting it back together, even though I've never opened up one of these before. You know, I have enough mechanical experience that I'm not concerned with opening up this device. Yeah, let's see what happens after I get this last one out right here. I think that'll be, should be enough to pull this apart, I think. Something, definitely made something loose. Okay, obviously I need to keep going. Don't lose any screws down. This one. I wonder why they didn't use that other type of fat. This, a matching fastener on this because there's two Phillips. Is that it? Okay. Boy, that's the weight for the whole shebang right there. Oh, now we have other hiding things. Interesting. By taking this apart, I'm learning a lot about how this thing is on some other mechanical level. That's really nice. I like that. So yeah, you can take the phone adapter off. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, so that's the phone adapter right there. That's super easy and like really choice. Okay, it should just part like right here. Yeah, it does. Three more screws. Okay, now what? What am I missing? What am I missing? Trying to force it. I think this back part has to come out too. But where is it? Right there. Seam. It's like almost impossible to remove. Is there a better spot that I can do it at? Oh, there we go. Nope.
Shutting down.
How does it even have power if I'm... Yeah, this is kind of a weird thing. So frustrating. Yeah, I must be missing a screw or something, because this is not coming apart as easily as I would have thought. Yeah, I do not want to poke myself with this. I've done that before. It does not feel good. There we go. Yeah, that's really on there quite good. Oh, there's an additional battery. That's what it is. What's on the inside? Yeah, look at that. Well, that's nice. But it doesn't help me out on getting this apart to get to the part that I want to see. That's for the trigger. Is it this right here? Or is that also for the trigger? I'm pretty sure that's what that is for. There's a screw that I missed. It's hiding out on the inside. Yay. Where am I hanging up here? Wow, so many screws. I can't believe I'm having to go this far into this thing to get at what I'm after. Now that I've yeah, what a interesting journey this is. The soldering bit, now, that was pretty much, 15-minute task, and searching for a couple of things. Probably more like 10 if you had everything set up and ready to go. Mine was kind of sort of that way, but I mean, like, out of the box, and all your tools, or rather everything stripped and like ready to be put together, kind of thing. Yeah, that's definitely what I want to have access to, but it's not. Does this slide off? Can I pull that out? That would be nice if I could pull that out. I have the antenna right here, but I want to connect my own antenna, and that's the screen. How the hell do I get to that screw? What am I missing? It got to be this one right here. 2.5. Oh no, that's an adjustment screw, not something that's actually holding this together. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, I just was being too ginger with it. Okay. You know, I was trying to be really careful. Okay, so I am looking for what I'm not seeing, which is probably on the underside of this board. So how do I get into that? Okay. Oh, because I did that, now I can. Does it? It slides out, doesn't it? Hmm? Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, well that worked. Okay, so I think I have to disconnect this ever so carefully. Yep. Now I can push out the whole unit from the back if I don't mess it up first. I probably should be using a different type of tweezer here, but it is what it is. Really don't have. I'd have something else, but they're metal just the same. So. Now I can get it out. I was so worried about ruining something here. Yeah, now it comes out just fine. Wow, what a production. Alright, so I think what I'm looking for is right here. Right here, right here. So, get this out. I got two, so if I do ruin it, I got another one. But I don't think I'm going to have to do anything fancy here other than open the bag and pull one out and hook it up. And that's it. The rest I can I can do. It's just... Alright, so there it is. No, I probably can't do it. No, excuse me. Let's see if I can get it to work. There we go. Alright, so that little jewel is going on the board. And yeah, that's fancy. It really is. It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, same connector. And it should just pop right off without much effort. Let's see, this is me trying to be really careful. Ah, there it is. And this is the piece I'm going to have to modify to accept the wire, which is, I'm just going to put a hole in the end of it that'll fit the wire. And I should probably do that before I put it all back together. So, yeah, how am I going to do that? I got a drill bit in here, but no drill because it's out in the car. So, go back to an old-fashioned way of making a hole. Do I have a little rubber grommet that I can put in here so that I can keep it watertight? It won't really make a difference anyways because I don't plan on getting this thing wet. But if I have the cool thing, why not use the cool thing? That's not gonna work. That's all right. The hole is big enough, and I think I just ruined the antenna now that I look at it. That's existing. I'm like, oh yeah, I just make a hole in it. And then like, oh, it's got copper on it. Oh, fuck, that's the antenna. Yep, so I just ruined the antenna on this thing. Well, I guess that's over with. Fuck, man. Excuse my language, but it never fails, you know. It's what I get. I should have known. And I probably did, I didn't care at the time. I could probably order another one of those. It can't be that expensive. Probably call Flysky and be like, hey. But being that I'm doing this conversion, I don't think I'm going to need to, so. Yeah. Do a little bit of cleanup here and remove the rest of the antenna. Right. Does this fit? Does it? It's kind of not there yet. Close. So really almost there. Actually, if this has I should probably do it the other way. Does this have the little thingy on the end of it? Oh, it does. Great. Now I have, I'm going to do it that way. It'll look so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Yeah. But now I got to make a much larger hole on it. All right. Does that work? Oh yeah, overboard. That's all right. That's what the washers are for. Will it fit? No, I gotta pull it off there. That off too. Okay. Oh man, that is just about scary, crazy good. The lock washer and the lock ring and the nut. Okay, so looks like it's probably going to be maybe an hour to do this install with semi-basic tools, you know. All right. And attach this back to the board ever so carefully. Missed. Ah, that was it. Okay. Now for the annoying part. Putting it all back together and making sure that it works. Okay. I need this part. Okay. This part goes in here. Okay. So far so good. There we go. And here's an annoying part. All right. Putting this connector back on. Maybe, just maybe, I should put this thing on before I stick it in there. that's why it moves out of the way like that. So you can install it from here. That would be really frustrating to not... Oh, well, that helps. Yeah, that helped a lot by that coming off. Now I gotta figure out how to... Okay, I'm good. It's just that part would have been nice to come off earlier and I would have had less to deal with. All right. Okay, that, and then the other one went right back on nice. Battery. 18650, 35 volt, 3 amp hour, if anyone is curious. All right. So far, so good. Boy, should I change the grip? No, I won't change the grip. I'll leave it on the small one. It's fine. Talk about annoying, though. But thankfully, I know that it's just these rubber tabs in here, and it's actually really easy to remove. I was just trying to be really careful not to break anything, because I was diving into something I had never dove into before. Alright, so that's pretty much the controller back together. Couple other little accoutrements here, and then ready to go. Start putting some screws back in this puppy. Yeah, full on. That was pretty much a field strip. Literally went down to its guts. Okay, maybe that isn't staying on there without 2 more screws. Yeah, the reason I didn't screw that on yet is because I needed to eliminate some of the other screws first. Basically backtrack some of my steps so that I can remember, oh yeah, that's where that goes. So as I remember the order I took it apart in, but being that I swapped the antenna out, it changes my reassembly process. By all rights, it shouldn't, but it kind of does, only because like I was learning in the process of doing this. So it is what it is. Okay, 1, 2. Is that what those are? Yes. Alright, now I'm back on track. If I had been smart, I would have put it in in a numbered order, and then I could have just retraced my steps easily. I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but some people like to use numbered parts containers, and yeah, they use their numbering system to help them put things together, or helps them take it apart too, because it keeps track for when you go to put it back together. If anything, it's good accountability on, hey, where are my parts? Well, I know where they are. They're in that bucket, or they're in that tray, you know. It must be those ones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a 2S battery, or, you know, here's a weird idea. I wonder if I couldn't just put a USB-A on the end of this and then power that off of this battery right here. I'll have to look into that. But for now, I just went with what I saw online, and you know, I thought, well, I'm going to do a video on it. You know, why not? You know, let people see how easy it is to, you know, make these changes, and how effective they can be. And like, honestly, I can't show you how well the range is going to be until I get this out with a car, which should be pretty soon. Once I get some other parts in, I would really like to test this out with my XRT, because ever since I got the thing, I had a problem with range with it. Like, it's only good for about a block, you know, half a block in either direction. For that would be a total of 1 block, you know, which that's really good, but I want more. So I want to be able to drive this thing like a long ways away. So I thought, well, I'll look into it. And sure enough, somebody's already done it. Well, I already knew that anyways. I just needed to see the video on how to do it, and I did. Watched it. Lots of people have done it. I didn't spend like much of anything. I think this is like, I don't know, it was cheap. That little box there was cheap, and then it was like $7 for the cables, and that was it. I mean, not much of nothing. Where am I missing that one? I have a leftover screw. Where did I forget it? I'm gonna have to go back and watch my own video to find out. Ah. Oh, I know. It's right underneath here. Which I didn't really want to do this again, but it is what it is. Right here. Well, the only reason I remembered is because it was an annoying one to find. I'm like, why is it still sticking? And it was underneath that. Hence the remembrance of it. And now I will tuck an antenna in there, which I preemptively put these in too soon, because they hold down the antenna. Does it fit? I'm pretty sure it does. Ah, yes. Very nice, very nice. And put the screws back in, Dan. We want to see the end result. We want to see the power light come on. We want to see it connect up to a car also. Okay, use this handy dandy one here. Go from here to here. Oh, that's kind of weird. All right, I might have to get a longer one of those. That's kind of annoying. Let me get a battery. Oh, suck again. I put the wrong end on. That's what I get for that. Woohoo! Boy, isn't that great? Well, thankfully that's an easy mistake to fix, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, how embarrassing, seriously. And none of you guys thought to stop me? Right. You guys couldn't. Alright. So, being that my soldering iron is still on, I must have known myself, huh? Wow, Dan. This is what I get with soldering my own stuff up, is like, I've done both sides and I don't really think about it. I think about what's positive and negative, not what's male and female. Oh, gosh. Yeah, plug's a plug to me. I mean, as long as the current's flowing down the right pipe, yeah, you're good. Seriously. Oh man, so silly, so silly. All right, so that hot iron, a clean hot iron, tin the tip, and there it is. So easy. All you gotta do is do it the right way, Dan. All right. That's that clipped piece. That's trash. Yep, solder it twice. This kind of reminds me of that age-old adage, you know, measure twice, cut once. But yeah, it's just a different different trade, I guess. All right, there's that. Woo, hot. Can you imagine that? Rude. Got it just a little bit too hot and it shrunk the tubing as it was just a little bit too close. So, and I was trying to have this one look a little bit better, and it is not looking any better. Okay. Now that I fixed my mistake, it's still pretty warm. Alright, I'm going to leave the phone thing off for now because it's not essential for what we're doing here. Alright.
Welcome to Noble Pro Plus.
And I got nothing. Because it should be green. It should be green. Because it's got power, but I don't have signal. Well, maybe I need a car that is to connect it up, and that's why I don't have signal. Because there's nothing connected to it. Well, this one's running off this remote, and now I gotta fix this one anyways, because the motor's coming off for some reason. I could have sworn that I made that thing gluten tight, so that I would not ever have to do it again unless I burnt the motor up. And that thing does not want to stay in that box. So, let's see what we get here. And yeah. Which one is it? Is it that one? Well, how about we just do that instead? And I will bind it up, since it seems to be having a problem at the moment. Yeah, long episode, so sorry, but we going full tilt, boys. You know, if I'm going to have a long range remote, it needs to at least work. So.
Binding successful.
Word, it connected, but I don't have no green light on here. But yeah, obviously my antenna's working. So yeah, if anyone got an answer for why I don't have the green light, and still have connectivity, shoot me a comment, something, por favor. Well, until then, I'll see you on the next one, and I'll give you an update once I got everything, you know, tied into the remote the way I like it. So, thanks for swinging in on this long-ass episode. And yeah, on the next one. Bye.